Accept.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, today is Saturday, the last of our three webinars of the first week, and I would like to welcome all of you to this webinar of today. I know that those of you who come, who are present in this webinar, are the true ambassadors of our past. You come every week, 3 times a week. It shows that you are dedicated. It shows that you are engaged, exactly the kind of thing that our CEO wants us to do. And I would like to thank you for showing that resilience and always trying to be present for our meetings. Uh, today, today, as you saw from the notice, we have on Saturday. Normally, it's time for relaxing, and we have to do chatting. We need to chat, and chatting has to do with anything that is related to unpassive. Anything that is related to unpassive can be part of the chat. So anybody can bring up a proposal, say anything, and then we'll get into the discussions. It can be a question, it can be a comment, it can be anything related to the company. It can be a message of that can inspire other people. It can be a way of telling a story, your story on passive. Anything that inspires you can be part of this discussion. So a general chat is an opportunity for us to say what is in our mind, and of course, to help us understand the company a lot more than we were today. So I'd like to thank you very much for coming. And we say that uh, Mr. Blessban is busy today, but he might be joining us depending on where he is. They had an outing. So, with that said, I would like to add a few things before I go. I'll open up for discussions. And what I want to say, what I want to add to that, unpassive,
Anything there.
unpassive is a project. It is a mission. It's a mission that has a lot of humanity about it. And that's why many of us are called upon to exercise the kind of patience that this kind of mission requires. And as we have noted many other occasions, when you have something that is like a divine mission, like for Africa, just also overseas, we need to handle it to in a manner that befits a mission which is divine. Because when you set out, if a company of this magnitude sets out to target and help humanity, it is a mission which is divine. Because generally, business, corporate business, is always about profit for a few persons, the few people who put together money, and then they want to make the best out of any opportunity. So you have a CEO like Ash who comes along and is determined to create wealth and share the profit with humanity as much as possible. It is a reason for us to exercise that patience, support him in the journey, so that we can collectively put our prints in the mission to try to help humanity. So I will say that we should continue to attend webinars, not only this one. When we have the opportunity, we should attend the webinars and continue to increase our knowledge of it, because it is only by knowing our business that we can best help ourselves and help the company. If you do not know your business, you will eventually not be able to do what you're supposed to do, you're expected to do. And of course, the major thing is that remain engaged. Those who are engaged will definitely see the benefits. So we are encouraging everybody to remain engaged. And with that, I will open the floor for us to begin the chat for this weekend. It's a weekend. Let's relax. Let's feel free. Let us raise as many discussion points as we can because it is our house, it is our company, it is something that we need to feel free about while our CEO is recovering. We need to, because he will be happy to know that we are focused on the health of the company, and that will help him recover as faster than he would have if he knows that we are really focused and engaged. So thank you once more for coming, and I now open the floor for discussions. So if you have something to say, you can unmute yourself or you raise your hand. Either physically, or if your video is on, you can raise your hand physically. If it is not on, you can raise your hand electronically. So the floor is open.
Wow. Thank you very much, Leader John, for giving us enough material to open the floor. So I think my contribution will be that about, I wanted to ask something about the situation of our CEO. Any hint about how far he is progressing with his, I know it's positive, but that's a concept that is positive. It's a very healthy-minded person spiritually. Any hint about him? May somebody listen to Marty Degam, because Marty and the others, they have updates about him. I don't know whether somebody had a hint about how far he's going.
Well, the only point at this point, the only information at this point is that is what we know, that he's recovering well, and everything about Unpassive is going according to plan.
Okay.
So there's nothing additional. There's no other information which I'm aware of, which is more than that.
Okay. It's good to know.
So we can only be waiting for him to recover and get his strength, go through the period that doctors have recommended that he should rest, and then
yes,
come back so that we can continue the journey together.
Oh, okay.
But it is not that things have stopped, because definitely work is going on behind the scenes, and as the man of the mission suggested, we know that it is somebody who hardly rests. Even though he can be asked to rest, but it's difficult for him to rest. So I know that work is going on behind the scenes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, Madam Fire, your hand is up.
Good evening, good day, everyone. I've really been away and I've been missing you people.
Well,
I could not wait to have this time to come join you people. I know there are lots of things have passed me by because I was really very busy with a program I took, but I just came into. I've not been able to even go through the YouTubes, but I always get the captions and I know everything is going on perfectly well. Mr. Ash has been down, but I trust you will get well soon. Like my predecessor said, he's a highly, strongly spirited man. He will be positive minded, and I know he's going to be very okay by God's grace. But I know many things are moving on with our business, and like most people are waiting, all of us know that soon and very soon we are going to do many more things. But I know that for our very big progress is when other products will unfold and then we start subscribing new products. That's when the train will speed up. For that, I am trusting that things are going to move very fast. And from what I see in social media, on passive is rated very high in newspaper because most of the companies that go to do their adverts in Bush Khalifa, um, on passive is ranking toppest. So if I could say that, I know that we are on the right footing, and by the time our CEO recovers, many things would have been in place, and then he was just going to come in for more progress. We just need to be positive. We just need to do the needful, like Sir John just said. We need to check to know what we don't know what to do. And I know one of our brothers has really been teaching us many things. Who is he again? The one in Boya. I don't know. I've not been able to catch up with his classes, but I know he's doing a great job. So
Okay,
if we can
Hillary.
follow Hillary, yeah, if we can follow Hillary, we're going to learn a lot. It's just that my program too is very charged that I hardly have time to follow. But those who can follow him, you follow him, you're going to learn a lot. So I just want to encourage us all to be focused. We are in the right place and we are doing the right thing. So attending webinars, no two webinars are ever the same. So it's always good to attend. When I was missing like that, I was feeling too bad, but there was nothing I could do. It was a church program and I had to follow it to the end.
Wow.
So thank you, and I feel at home once more.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Five, for your contributions and for the wishes uh, of good health that you have sent to our CEO. Well, we had a meeting the other day. I think we were not in that meeting. I was really focused on messages, prayers for Mr. Ash, and then messages of goodwill and get well quick were sent. We expressed those wishes, and at the end of that, I was asked to suggest to Go Africa to send a message to Ash on behalf of the whole of Go Africa, wishing him well and a quick recovery.
Yes.
Wow, that
So,
was well
one,
done. Yeah.
so we thank you for your contributions.
Sir John,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
want I want to add what the leader Collins Mana he asked his last webinar about. He's a technology industry veteran. Discussed his perspective on the growth of OnPassive, a company he joined as quality assurance engineer. He sees the company as a potential IT company. Despite initial doubt, he emphasized the need of our outstanding engineers to adapt to the system and the importance of adapting to the business model. The speakers also discuss on passive business model, which includes the location, product, system of record, payment, processor, and data centers. Mr. Collins Mana concludes by saying that on-passive business concept is to replicate the work for as many people as possible. He talked about the four pillars: OES, one single sign-on, the products that driven by artificial intelligence, payment processor, and data center. And another thing that I want to add more here about this how people in the field of education, the research in the field of education and method of comprehension for students and people confirm that there are three ways to understand information or confirm the credibility of news. For example, by listening, vision, or touch. These three methods. Now, for example, as founders with the on passive, how we deal with. Initially, we heard before through Zoom by listening at that time. Now, actually, currently, we are in stage of seeing this and touching the product, such as Oconnect that we are using now, and Onet, Omail, or Tracker. This product that we are now actually we see, we use, and no more need to listen about or to hear about. We are touching, we are using. There is no doubt. This is what I want to say. Thank you, sir. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you for that contribution. Let me just emphasize one point, one very important point in the summary that Mr. Mohammed has given. I think Collins Manor has a number of occasions given the on-passive model. And it's important for us to understand the concept of the on-passive model. And once you pick up that vision, that model, that business model that he presents, in addition to the pillars, the model is what should catch your attention, especially because all what
We
you have
lost
in
the
the world,
audio.
there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Somebody builds his company, as he says. Somebody builds a house and says, and puts many rooms in it, and says, you can take up, each of you will have a room in my house. That's what it means.
Yeah.
And you don't have a room, you don't have a house of your own. And it says, okay, each of you will have a room. That is what they mean by replicating the company. You replicate it, it opened the shop for you. All you need to do is pay for the product, and it is placed in the shop, and the selling will be done on your behalf. So he has replicated a store for you. You can make money in other platforms. For instance, if you go on YouTube, they'll tell you that you must have this. Maybe you have this number of following before you start making money and stuff like that. But what they are doing on passive is a microcosm of on passive that the company has created for you or replicated for you, and say, take it, it is your own. It is your name. That's why when they talk of domain name, they will sell, even though it's an on-passive, the company is on-passive, is going to, the domain name that you own is going to be in your shop. So they have replicated the company and given to you. So if we don't see value in that, then there's no, I don't imagine the kind of occasion we'll be able to see value in it. So I think that presentation by Mr. Mohammed, giving a summary of what Collins Manor has been presenting, is an important thing for us to pick up and be able to understand it. When you understand what the company is doing by producing a small version of the company and giving to you, you will be able to do a lot more in the company. And he says that the world, that he often quotes the CEO as saying that the world would know your name. The world would know your name.
Yeah, I see.
Yes.
One more thing. Right now, I'm teaching my kids how to use Oconnect. Just
That's
in
great.
case, just in case a company here in Morocco or a businessman, they purchase this product, and maybe it depends on how his knowledge. He's really a technician. He knows about computer science, or he may get contact about the company and ask them, I need someone here in Morocco to teach me how to use Oconnect. I will be available to make a webinar and to manage all this the webinar from A to Z, from start to the end. I like this. I will find a job for me or for my kids.
Yeah.
You see?
So it is important.
Yeah.
It's important that even though we have said it here, repeated that all of us should know how to set up a webinar.
Yeah.
Once you know how to set a webinar, make sure you teach one other person, two other people, three other people how to set up a webinar. That's how the company will grow. And that's how you're going to make a lot more money. Because let me say, Madam Fayed mentioned something about the rating of OnPassive, and we want to remind people that one of the things we should do is when you go to those, when you sign up, whether it's on Facebook or you sign into your account or you go get into the app, into the products, do the assessment, do the rating. The more you do the rating, the better for the company, the better for you. So it is in our interest to do those little things that will make the company known. We all want money, but the little things that we'll do are the kind of things that will help us make money, will help let the world know us. Because the more the people go in and rate the products, the more it catches the attention of the rest of the world, especially the business world. And when it catches the attention, it means that we are likely to make money faster. So that's why we need to be active. That's why we need to go into all those places, whether it is the Oconnect or OES, we like, or the website or wherever, which is connected to OnPassive, we should be able to do the like, we should be able to do the rating and all of those things. It doesn't take much for us to achieve that. It is good for us, it's good for the company.
What do you want? Even close it.
Okay, let's more. Remember, yeah, more reactions, please. It's chat time. Let's all of us chat. It's time for chatting. Saturday is mostly chat time, please.
Yes, I wanted to cue in to say that this morning when I was listening to Catmo, the version which was presented by Julian Gwen and Michael Williams. Is it? Yes, Michael Williams, AIM, Automatic Internet Money. When I listened to them this morning, it refreshed my spirit on Catmo. Catmo, that's if we study Catmo properly, we will understand that it is actually a new business altogether. That OnPassive is a completely new business concept, which has been brought to humanity because Ash says that he wants to correct the corruption. Now, when he corrects the corruption and gives you Catmo, and you can master the CATMO properly, not only the money, but the cat too. If you master them properly, you will understand that it is easier for you to make money and genuine money passing through OnPassive than any marketing system. Because you imagine that you have all the products, the heavy lifting is already done. You simply just have to know how to approach somebody or any person you are close to, and then you talk with him and share with him. I mean, your neighbor, your friend, your relative, your family. You share with him, and he understands what the objective is all about. He understands the, let's say, the OnPassive platform, that it is a communication platform. And then you register the person, and eventually he registers another person, and before you know what, the whole world is registered. And each time you register, and finally the person realizes the importance, he's going to pay for the product. When he pays for the product, the person who has registered earns 100% of the commission. And then subsequently, another person who registers, he gets back the money. I mean, whatever you call them, the uppers. Because when you add value, you add money. And eventually, at the end of the day, you will see the world round. Everybody will be into the system. And what happens? People earn. It is much easier to earn this than to enter. Because when I hear people like marketers, people who have been in the network marketing program, like Mathieu de Gamo for 20 years or more, who tell us they've not been able to make anything out of it. It is true. Now, if you look at CATMO and you apply it, you learn. It is important for us to know. When we know this and apply it, it will take us a very short time. That is why Ash said that with just one, you're good to go. Just with just with one, what do you call it?
One account.
Yeah, just with one account, madam. Thank you very much. Just with one account, you're good to go. So if you are able to master CADMO, to master the product, to master a little presentation, because the heavy lifting has already been done, it's much easier for you to make more money. So there will be no need going to, start up a business or a company and then go to the market, go from town to town and hold meetings from conference hall to conference hall and present a product only to come out with maybe 2, 3, 4 people who will pay for a short time and the company gets rich and kicks you out, as has been the case with other marketers like Mathieu Gamo and the others, Red Fun and the others, you see. So they've learned it and they're ahead of the whole thing and they're telling us, gentlemen, learn your product, know something more about OnPassive. When you know it, it'll be easier for you to present it and to come out of it to break even and to make something which can help you, help your family, and relieve you from a lot of stress, which the world does not want you to get out of it. So it's actually how to correct the corruption.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. If so, many more reactions, including how you are staying engaged. Is another way of participating is by telling us how you are staying engaged, because that's the message that comes from the company, that we remain engaged. We should stay engaged, and there are many ways of staying engaged. So let's talk, let's chat our experiences, our ways of staying engaged. That would be something good for us.
One thing, Mr. John, at least in the Facebook, we can make like and share for this YouTube video, some on passive video YouTube released by some founders. A lot of people, they are releasing their video on Facebook. We have to be active to share, like and share. It's very easy step.
Yes. It's very easy.
Yeah.
You facilitate the apples to come faster.
Yeah, we can get a lot of people there. They can see on Facebook that we are real, we are ready, and the products are that means the product they spoke, the product spoke itself, like Oconnect, Mail, Onet.
Yes.
By the time Onet will be replacing Facebook.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Any other reactions, please?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening.
Thank you.
Last meeting I couldn't join.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to add to uh, what Mr. Alfred talked about the products, knowing the things, and then doing the works now. Uh, it's very, very important to know those things now because actually, I said something before that there is a saying that hard work, easy battle. So actually, this is the right time to do the hard work. just imagine the amount of adverts Unpassive is doing every day. When it is time, a time will come. What we are doing here right now will just be like laughter. Something we will just be doing to. I don't even think that we will even be doing all these things every day, because when business starts truly and then everything is going well, I'm sure everybody will be busy doing other things than being to the meetings here. And by then, to the people we have to talk to, we don't even have to talk to anybody to use unpassive products, because by then the company would have been popular. Everybody can buy and see our products and then use them. So this is the right time, and a time too will come. People will be going after founders to ask them to register and other things. So we have to um, show our presence in the company now. We have to, our circle of influence, we have to let all of them know that we have a company, and this and this and this is what we offer, so that they will be aware. Even if they are not willing to use the products now, they will be aware, so that tomorrow when everything becomes popular, they will now be coming to us that, oh, you told me about some software company B. I've heard it. I know. Someone told me about it, so I want to register now. By then, you are not going to tell the people what to do again. They are rather coming after you because they want to use the things. So I think this is the time we have to do the hard work before it is too late. And some other things too. Some people have been doing, giving a lot of updates, and especially YouTube channels and then Facebook. People have been giving a lot of updates, and some of them, when you listen to them, you will see that they are all different from what we know this company is doing. So, to be frank, as true members of this company, we have to avoid all those informations, because when we keep listening to them, you will see that they are different from what we know. And when you keep doing those things and you don't take time, accounts can be terminated. So we always have to be cautious of what we do all the time. Thank you very much for giving me the time to also bring my thoughts.
Okay. Thank you, James, for your contribution. It is in well, virtually all of what you have said is those things are very important for people to know. That's why the emphasis is always for us to attend webinars, but there are webinars where we know that the leaders are quite close to CEO, and generally when they are giving out information, at least they have verified the information. Uh, they've clearly verified the information. So we know those programs, and that's why we always remind people to attend them. And those those webinars, including OP360, we remember that on days when OP360 coincides with our meeting, we have a tendency of postponing and asking people to attend it, because we're encouraging people to listen to many leaders and to be able to listen to those, especially some of those leaders who are quite close collaborators with our CEO. So thank you very much for your contributions.
Yeah,
Let's have more discussions and contributions. This is chat. Okay, Mr. Tamufo, please unmute yourself and
Yeah, greetings to everyone in the house. We
yeah,
thank
thank
God
you.
that
You're welcome.
we
You're
thank God that
welcome.
thank you, sir. We thank God that we have another opportunity to come together this evening and in good health. I want to thank our leaders because we're able to follow up everything that you are teaching us. And I think that I'm very, very happy to be in this webinar. And I think that I will not go back the same as I came. So we are really learning a lot of things. So we pray that the people continue to bring us most of the things that are necessary. So I think that if I come for many other the webinars that are ahead, I will really go back with a lot of things that I would have learned. So we are really at the background and we have been listening. And I think that just like what our leader has said, we have to be patient. Looking at the background from where we are coming, we only have to be patient because things are not very, very easy, but we have to be patient. I pray that God will help us to be patient and get the good, because they say a patient dog is the fattest bone. So I think we have to be patient no matter the condition. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tamufa. I'm happy that at least today the other webinars you have been having problems coming on board. So today I'm happy that you've come on board and at least you can participate actively. It's a good thing. And the next thing I will have to remind you is that remember that all of us here should know how to set up a webinar so that we can be able to teach other people. The more the world knows about setting up webinars on Oconnect, the easier it will be for them to easily switch from other video conferencing platform back to Oconnect. That's what will make the exercise easier. So thank you very much for your participation.
Okay, sir.
Any more reactions? Are we staying engaged? If you are okay, you can put down your hand, Mr. Tamufa. You can go back to that icon and put down your hand if you are all right.
Okay.
Yeah, the floor is open for more reactions, more wishes, more prayers for our CEO if you can, or you tell us how you are staying engaged in the activities of the company. The silence is very loud.
Okay, let me say that I wanted to say those people who are around Bamili here who are interested. I think it's a matter of urgency for people to know how to set a webinar, because most of these things become real when we really talk to people. When you set a webinar, there's a quick conference platform which you can just in a few seconds snap into a meeting, and then you're in a webinar and you're talking with somebody, chat, instead of making a video call which will soon be going off and then on again off. I've tried it several times, and each time I make a webinar, that quick conference, I make with somebody like say in the US or any other part of the world, like I did with someone in UK the other day, and it went very smoothly. But when I have a video, I have a call on another platform. I don't want to call names here. Very soon it goes off, it goes blank, and then you lose contact, and then you come back again. I wish that anybody who is around Bamili here and who is interested in having to do with setting up a platform, or how to learn how to set up a platform, the conferencing platform of Oconnect, should meet me at any moment. I'm ready to meet anyone who is ready to do so, to learn how to, so that we can learn together, and then we can begin to communicate more frequently. The more we communicate, the more we're going to go out from those other platforms, and then we'll see ourselves really, the world will look for us. So that's it.
I wanted to ask you, did you create a WhatsApp group for those of you in Bambili, so that when you have a meeting like Mondays, we'll have this thing, you can schedule a come together, so that you people just chat and then sort out things like that?
Okay, we're in the same WhatsApp group, but if it's necessary that we create up a WhatsApp group for the communication platform, I think will not be a difficult task for to meet.
Okay.
So I will, yes, anybody who's interested, I'll create a group immediately after this, and anybody who's interested, I'll put him in, and it's easy from there that we can go places. Yeah.
Yes, you just since you have their numbers, you will just include them, and then you add a message there on what you intend to do with the group.
Yeah, thank you for that hint. Yes. Oh.
Because the other day, Mr. Foncha came to the office and he had already forgotten. He had stayed for a while without signing into his account, and he had already forgotten.
Mr. Fancher, I think I met him. It was it on Wednesday? I met him along the commercial avenue, but I already boarded a taxi.
Okay, I think it was on Thursday, I think.
Okay. Yes, Thursday. Yes, Thursday, like 2, 3 o'clock. Yes, I met him, but he didn't see me. I was already in a taxi going. Yeah, when I create, I'll get people like him to come. Like today, I was talking with Madame. What's that her name again? She called me to find out if I was around. I confirmed. So he and Mr. Peter are going to meet me. I'll just create the webinar and put the two of them so that they can come, the three of them rather, so that they can join me at any time. We can even go online and do it. Yes.
All right, that would be great.
Yes.
More reactions, please. More reactions. Ompasi has created, has identified gold mine and put us on the gold mine, and we probably are reluctant to make good use of it. So we are all sitting on the gold mine, and we need to do a little bit of selection. You know, gold is always buried deep into the ground. And for you to get to it, you need to soil your hands. You need to get your hands dirty before you get to the gold. So let's stay engaged. Are we okay for today? Or somebody still has something to say? Have all of us spoken?
Don't have anything to.
I also wish to add here, Leader John, that if I create the webinar to do the Oconnect communicate to do the training on Oconnect, if any other person is interested, even in this forum, he can always join, so that together we can do many things.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yes.
fine.
Oh.
If there is no more comment, I will just have to add that we should remember a few things. Remember that we need to stay engaged. We should remember that we need to know our company. If you don't know your company, it means that you don't know what you're doing. So we need to know our company. We need to remain engaged. We need to do the little things that help the world to know us. We need to continue to pray for our CEO's recovery. We need to attend our meetings. We need to do all things that I expect of the little things that I expect of us to do. So if we do all of those things, we are helping, as I've said, we're helping ourselves and we're helping the company. So let us stay engaged. On passive, or Mr. Ash has created a company. He has decided that he is replicating the company for each of us. And that replication is like creating a smaller company for you as an individual. Instead of just giving you some commissions, he decides to create a company, a little company, replicate a company in your name. And through that, the world will know you. So this is a huge deal. That's a big deal. And we need to take it with all our hands. So with that said, there's no other remark to be made. I will thank those of you who have come. I'd like to welcome all of those of you who have come for this webinar, who have stayed right to the end. And I'd like to remind you that we need to, each time, invite our friends to attend. Feel free to ask your questions and comment. And with that, we will reach places. We will not even understand that the journey is long, because many people feel that time has been wasted because they are not engaged. Once you are engaged, you will not even notice the passage of time. So when you complain about the company taking long, you are just reporting yourself as somebody who has not been engaged, and therefore spends all the time looking at the watch and complaining that that time is not moving at all. So let's stay engaged and things will happen. Things are happening in the background. The plan that Ash had is still intact. He is recovering and he intends to carry it to the end. Remember, I told us he has taken over control himself. So it means that he wants to ensure that what he wanted to do to the users, to us, he doesn't want anything to derail it. So thank you very much. Let us unmute ourselves, put on our cameras, and then give a shout out to each of us.
Yes.
Well, I need to win it.
Put on your...
Yes.
We're in it to win it.
Yes, put on your...
Put on your
video.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, leader.
Good night, everyone. And good morning to those who are still starting the day. We're in it to win it.
Yeah, really.
Good night.
Good night, sir. Leaders, good night.
Good night.
Good night, gentlemen. Good night, ladies.
I'll see you.
Good night.
Hi, Mr. Sanga. You don't have light even in Yaoundé?
Sorry?
Even in Yaoundé, you don't have light. No power.
No, there's just something that is happening with my video system on my laptop.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I usually watch
bye.
from my phone. So
Right.
very often. Good night.
Okay.